Well, my most traumatic brain injury occurred back in 1998, and it left me with severe short and long-term memory loss, basically. By the time I recovered from the swelling of my brain after the accident, I had about the mental equivalency of about a 6-year-old. It took me about 6 months to recover from that. But even during that time, there was nothing being offered to say, we can help you with that. Pain associated with it, and you know, it's such a cycle too, not being able to sleep, being in pain, and never being able to really do anything about that and address it or have anything out there that helps you address it without doing a drug regime or something, which to me is not going to take care of the problem. It's masking it. And so, you know, with time and things, I got better on my own, but only to a certain level, and still suffered greatly from both the memory losses, sleeplessness, really lack of connection with life. There was always kind of like a feeling of just like there was something blocking between me and having that full life again and experiencing that. And so have gone through many years of just kind of dealing with it, I guess, kind of doing the best I can, working around it. I tried to do things like puzzles or little games and things to try to make my brain maybe work better, you know. So really was always kind of looking though for what can I do to improve this? What is out there that might help me? And so finding this therapy was like, you know, like a light came on and said, let's try this, it sounds fabulous. You know, nothing pharmaceutical, but a lot of over-the-counter things I'd tried, maybe Excedrin PM, things like that. Nothing was helping. I tried a lot of natural things, valerian, different combinations of herbs and things. But, you know, all of that, once again, was not really addressing the problem, and that was my brain was just not functioning the way it needed to be functioning. I think feeling like there were so many choices, so few choices out there. I mean, first of all, in the normal medical world, there was nothing being offered. And so years ago, I had done a form of biofeedback, and I saw some benefits from that, and that's been many, many, many years ago, probably close to 30 years ago. And so to me, this sounded like, wow, this could really help. Mm-hmm. And after talking with you and looking at some of the information, I was convinced it really was great, something to try. You know, I think that you have to keep looking for ways to improve your health. And you know, it sounded safe, it sounded non-invasive, and to me, I had nothing to lose by trying this therapy, but everything to gain. You know, really during all of it, I always felt better. I always felt kind of a little bit of sense of peace that I didn't maybe have before. Just kind of happier, just kind of more connected, like, wow, there's just a general overall well-being that I hadn't experienced. So, and it just got better every time, and I did notice it each time. So never did but the only thing, the other things I might experience, I might be a little tired. I might go home and want to take a nap for a while. To me, that was just my body saying, maybe we need to kind of reboot a little bit, you know? So I kind of honored that. I kind of really tried to pay attention to what my body wanted to do that first 24 hours and kind of honor that. Mm-hmm. And I think it helps, you know, when you can do that. It was an immediate difference for me. I noticed that first one day I went home and just started playing the piano. I mean, just out of the blue, like I just wanted to come in and sit down and do that. That desire was so out of the ordinary for me for all these years, and it was really exciting to me. Or just even getting in the car after the neurofeedback and singing with the radio and just feeling that general kind of overall well-being that had really been, I think, absent for most of my recovery from my head injury. So starting to put the joy back in life, starting to maybe just help me feel like I'm connecting with things in a deeper level. I am remembering things better. I can honestly say that. I'm able to function better as far as multitasking, which I think is overrated anyway, was very difficult for me. And so now I do feel like I can handle a few more stimuli at the same time that I used to be able to, you know, and kind of handle that. Where before I might shut down because of too much coming in at one time. And I think overall, really, a sense of well-being has improved. I think a better attitude towards life and just a general happier attitude. Yeah. You know, before neurofeedback, I still had a lot of long and short-term memory problems. Obviously, problems with my sleep. That was a big issue why I came in the first place to try the neurofeedback. And just really a lack of desire to connect with things that used to be passions. I used to sew, I used to do puzzles, I used to do different things, play the piano. Those things have come back to me now that I've done neurofeedback. And they were kind of lost. It was kind of like, I knew I did them and I kind of knew how to, but the desire to be able to do them wasn't there. So I think that's been, it's a connection with the passions, with things that used to be a huge part of my life that I lost because of the accidents. I recommended it to a couple of friends that I really feel would help. I think the biggest problem for people is not knowing enough about it to feel like they can take that step. And I encourage them to read what they can about it, learn what they can about it, but take that leap. You know, take that leap of faith and feel like this could help me. And going into it with a positive attitude, I think, is going to make a difference too. You know, anybody who has experienced any kind of an accident, you know, if you're just feeling like, you know, maybe you don't know why you feel depressed or you feel disconnected or you feel like you've lost that joy in your life or whatever you're experiencing that keeps you from having a full life. Look at this therapy, see if it's something that will help you, because I think there's so many factors that affect our brain that we're not aware of. And if we can keep it healthy, I think, you know, we're going to be so much ahead of the game as far as our health. I'm so thrilled to have found something to help me, and I just really hope that people will look at this therapy and give it a chance, because it is so powerful. And what can you lose? You know, really, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain from doing this.